Have you found yourself kind of disappointed with modern literature or the literature that is recently released and you don't really know where to begin with looking for backlist authors? Well, here we are, friend. I'm here to help you because not that I've been disappointed, but I want to read more backlist stuff. I'm craving older literature. Hi friends, welcome back to Bookmas. I'm Shelby Monet. This is Shelby in the Book Club, and in today's video we're going to talk about some authors, about 10 of them, whose backlist I want to get to this year. In 2025. I have either read some or none of their books with these authors, okay? And I think one of them is a new author. One of them is a book that came out last year. But everyone else, it's mostly their backlist. So if that sounds interesting to you and you are also looking for new Black authors that you want to read and you would like to get into their backlist, this is the video for you. Before we get started, make sure you like, you comment, subscribe. How am I supposed to know you love it here if you ain't liking the video, friend? How am I supposed to know you like it here if you're not commenting and talking to me, friend? How am I supposed to know? All books or author's information will be linked down below in the underneath bar. It's called the underneath bar because it is underneath the video. Let's get into it for real this time. If you see me looking down, I am looking at the mini girl. This is my iPad mini. Take notes on her, read on her. Where she go, I go. Where I go, she go. This is my homegirl, okay? This list is in no particular order. I will make a disclaimer that I am a mood reader. So although my intentions are well, baby, I might not read none of these authors to the end of 2025. Child, you never know. All right, so hold me accountable, but don't get too carried away. Now, here, talk to me nice. First up, we have Octavia Butler. You guys know that Kindred is one of my all-time favorite books. It lives rent free in my head. I love the things that she did with Kindred. I love the conversation of Kindred. I love the time travel. I love it's a perfect book in my perspective. I love Kindred so much. I have yet to read Power of the Sower, Power of the Talents. I need to do that in 2025. I started reading Dawn, did not finish it. I want to get back to that. I started reading Fledgling. Me and Octavia Butler's backlist are going to go together real bad. I feel like I'm probably going to start the year with Parable of the Sower and see where I go with that. Next up on the list, we have James Baldwin. If you guys watch my weekly vlogs, I don't know what I was about to say, but if y'all watch my weekly vlogs, you know that I started Another Country. I did not finish it. Not because it was bad, but because our Uncle James Baldwin, he's taking us on a journey. This is a thick one, but you gotta sit with him and just go on the ride, you know? So I want to get into his work. The book club will be reading Go Tell It on the Mountain, which I'm really excited about reading. I just need to read his work. I feel like I'm not exploring Black male authors enough. I feel like I'm not giving them their just due since I haven't read James Baldwin. With that said, I don't know if y'all know, but James Baldwin and Richard Wright had some beef. So also on the list is Richard Wright. I want to read some of his work. I haven't read a Richard Wright book since I was in high school, and that was Black Boy. I want to reread Black Boy. I had a negative experience reading Black Boy in high school because my teacher was racist, and after we read it, she looked at all of those white students in that class and me, the only Black one, and said, Jesus Christ. She said, "Do you now understand what it's like to be Black?" Girl, what? I want to give Richard Wright a chance. I want his writing to switch that experience for me now that I'm older and far removed from that. Next, you shouldn't be shocked by this, but Percival Everett. I loved James. I still love James. I'm obsessed with that book. I want to read more of his work. The book club will be reading The Trees. I have copies of some of his other books laying around. I want to slowly but surely work through his backlist. Then we have, this is another book that I'm kind of ashamed that I have not read yet. Don't judge me. But The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois by Honoree Jeffers. I need to read it. She has some books coming out. Well, she has a book coming out, a collection of essays in 2025 that I want to read. So I'm probably going to read the Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois before I read her collection of essays. I've tried to read the Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois before, and I feel like my timing just hasn't been right. On paper, it seems like a book that is perfect for me. I think I've strayed away from it because of all the hype around it and the size. It's huge, and that bothers me real bad. So she is on my list. Then William Melvin Kelley. I keep wanting to say Kelsey. Excuse me. William Melvin Kelley. If you watch my vlogs, you know I have been collecting a lot of his books because he is a Black author, male author that I have never heard of before. And I want to read his stuff. He has a couple of collections of short stories. There's some historical fiction. Some people that I know that have read his work rave about it. So I'm super excited about that. Then we have Phillip B Williams. He wrote Hours, another chunker of a book. But I was talking to Sibo Campbell, who is the author of Sky Full of Elephants. I told y'all that was my cousin now. And he said that he feels like Hours and Sky Full of Elephants are cousins. So I need to finally sit down and read that. I'm excited about it. I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. I know it is. Next, Audre Lorde. There is a quote in this book that I think about often. And it's the reason why I stopped reading this book, because it like stopped me in my tracks. So it said, but I loved her because she moved like she felt she was somebody special, like she was somebody I'd like to know someday. She moved like how I thought God's mother must have moved, and my mother, and once upon a time, my mother once upon a time, and someday maybe me. I want to read through Audre Lorde's stuff. I want to read her collection of essays. I feel like I'm not really a reader girl if I haven't read these. You feel me? Also, this cover is beautiful. Jess and I are reading this together in March, I believe. So, super excited about that. Let's see. Who else is on the list? There's actually a book right here that is an author that I want to get to. Edward P. Jones. Lost in the City. This is one that I want to read soon, but I just want to read through all of his work. I discovered him for myself because of New York Times 100 Best of the Century. That's where I saw his name and I was like, I ain't never heard of him before. One of my really good friends told me that she thinks that I'll love this. So I'm excited to read through his stuff as well. And last but certainly not least, we have Tina McElroy Ansa. So she actually passed away in 2024. May she rest in peace. I've seen her books on my mom's bookshelf. Just don't remember ever grabbing them. And when she passed away, I saw so many people saying that she was their fave and that her books were really good and so on and so forth. I hate that a lot of authors don't get their just due until they pass. But she is another author who I want to get into. And I've been contemplating making one of her books a book club pick so we can read it as a family. So you should join the book club Discord so that you can get all the announcements and my thought processes and things beforehand. I hope this video helped you find some new to you authors. Let me know if you are a fan of any of these authors. Have you read any of their work, or what you are looking forward to reading in 2025. If no one told you today, I love you. You are kind. You are smart. You are important. Bye, friends.